You know what? To deal with Toya takes a special level of self control, honestly. And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I'm going up on my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie? Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. This is Married to Medicine Season 3, Episode 3. Like I said, there takes a special level of self-control to actually deal with Toya. And Lisa, seriously? So you done learned how to control yourself now. Because the way that you jumped that quad, this is what you needed to do to Toya. You needed to fight Toya. Like, flat out, ain't no ifs, ands, and no motherfucking buts about it. You and Toya should have been at blows right over there at Mariah's house. You should have been begging Mariah's pardon the same way Mariah was begging Carrie Wells' pardon when her and Toya got to fighting. Because Toya and Mariah should have got to fighting the day that they got to fighting. It just, there wasn't no more words to motherfucking be said. That motherfucking Toya, now the one thing you gotta give her is the bitch is out of pocket and the bitch don't mind being out of pocket. But if that bitch would be out of pocket with me the way she be out of pocket with them, that bitch would be somewhere with motherfucking pocket lint on her back. Because she's ridiculous. Now, Mariah, I said last week, Mariah turned that motherfucking mirror around and gave Toya what Toya gives other people. She put her, bam, right on Front Street. And Lisa was like, oh, well, no, I didn't want to talk about, the way that you was disrespectful at my party, this, that, and the other. So I'm waiting for her to do what the housewives usually do. They backpedal, pussy pop, and all that. But I forgot. This isn't Real Housewives. This is Married to Medicine. That motherfucking Toya jumped in there. When I tell you she let Lisa Nicole have it, she said, yeah, well, okay. So I said something about your age. But you are old. But you are damn near 50. She stood in every motherfucking thing that it was that she said. She stood in every action that she had done that was out of order and was like, whatever. Then she even dug deeper and told her, and you're a fool to be running around talking about you want to have a baby when, what was it, last week when your husband was being accused of being gay? I said, oh, this bitch. I couldn't believe it. I was sitting there, Lisa's just like trying to argue back. Wasn't no more argument. She should have had a drink, a glass, and a fist in her face. Period. That was horrible. And the girl Lisa, she got you, bitch. That's all this to. She got you. Ain't there wasn't nothing. She got you, girl. The only way you could have turned that around is to do like Mariah did, take your clutch and bopped her upside her motherfucking head, win, lose, or draw, bitch. Let's get it. That was a mess. There's no turning back with her. She's just out of order. Her and Heavenly, they need their asses whooped. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. It's terrible. Them two. Woo, Lord Jesus. Or somebody, nobody throw back her own shit at her. Like that. Oh, she's too much. Anyway, moving on. So next we see Simone and Nikki. Nikki is Simone's cousin. And they talked about Simone's dad and the fact that their dads are actually I think they're brothers. I think is what they are. But they haven't heard anything from her dad. So that was that. That was the main focus of it. Then there was this other little thing with Simone. So I wish Nikki would find a man. Simone, mind your motherfucking business. That's what I'm gonna need you to do. Your wigs were better this episode. Your hair has been a fucking mess for the last 2 episodes. But I'm gonna need you to mind your motherfucking business. Stop worrying about people's ovaries. Stop worrying about people's womb. Stop worrying about dick that other people ain't getting. Mind your business. Damn. Okay, so that was that. Um, Later on in the program, she went more into the whole situation. You know, I get all wrapped up in them because I love Quad, Jackie, and Simone. And Simone told Jackie what she was actually going through about her dad. Jackie was like, "Bam, I'm all in. What we need to do?" She's like, "What is the next step? We need to go down to Nashville." She's like, "Fuck it, I'm all in. Let's call Quad." I was like, "See, again, you know who's who. You know who's actual friends. Those are the three actual friends in this show. All the rest of these whores are toss-ups. But the actual three friends are Quad, Jackie, and Simone. That's what I see." And you'll see in the next episode, they literally went on and got on that road trip. No questions asked. The three of them, the Three Musketeers, was together. But that was that. Then there was a really, really touching scene at the end where Simone actually was talking to Cecil, and she was saying, she was had questions, and Cecil told her, "Well, you know how we are. You know what our family's based on. You go back to that Bible. All of this mess about thinking the worst and all. No, we go back to that Bible and then we move from there." That was a really, I thought, genuine and real scene. I liked it. It was good. That was really, really good. Um, Along with when Jackie, because I couldn't understand Jackie at first. I couldn't understand the real big deal about her wanting to be in the city as opposed to being in the outskirts. And then they brought it all together. Her and Simone were talking. She went to see an apartment, and I loved seeing Janice actually doing her job. She's a real estate agent. She was working that shit, working it. She knew her property. She knew her stuff. I was like, okay, I liked seeing her do what she does. I told you I think I like that Janice, and she was clean as hell. And Jackie was clean than a motherfucker when she was out looking at the apartment with Janice. She had this burnt orange dress on, hair was laid. I said, "Come on, Jackie. Come on, Jackie, bitch." Her and Curtis, she was together. I was like, "Do it, Jackie." But she came forth and told Simone her big thing about not wanting to live in a house setting with a yard and this and that. That was the setting for when they were going to have the family. And when she is in that setting, it drags her backwards. It takes her back into the longing for the child and all of that. Because, having a yard and having the extra space, that's all things that they had put together to raise a family, to have kids. And she can't do it, and she's not going to do that. And like she said, whenever I'm in that setting, it's like it rips the band-aid off of that wound. Made complete and total sense. I got it. I got it. And Simone asked her, "Did you ever talk to Curtis about it?" And she said no. I'm like, Jackie, she needs to talk to Curtis about this so they could get that together. And I'm sure she's going to win. I'm sure she's going to win. Curtis should agree. We like Curtis. So I'm sure he'll understand that. So that was good. Anyway, okay, moving on. So Toya and Eugene, these phony motherfuckers. So they're throwing this out there at us now. They're getting ready to leave their house, I'm sure, by the end of this season, okay? They can't fucking afford it. We knew that when you moved in the bitch. It is what it is. But I guess they're setting us up for the decision of them leaving. Uh, they still have their old house. And they show that. And they were talking, they went over there and they were talking about, it's always nice to have it to fall back on if things don't work out at the other house. I'm like, why are y'all introducing this? We didn't even know y'all still had the other house, child. You ain't said shit about the other house since last season. So I think they're just getting us ready for, their downfall to go back because they can't afford to be there. Which is no shame in that. It was too much in the first place. But that was the whole thing. And then she actually talked about the fact that they moved out of the neighborhoods because the door got kicked in. See, I was like, I don't know. I don't know. But whatever. However. Anyway, at the party, there was this whole little thing where it was like a mending of Toya and Mariah. Talking about how they were going to mend. And then Toya made a comment in her confessionals about how Mariah needed to redeem herself with her. Are you kidding, bitch? Now let's just think back to how things actually went. Mariah doesn't need to redeem herself with you. You need to redeem yourself with Mariah, bitch. You're the one that opened up your mouth and created turmoil on her home front. You're the one that spilled into the neighborhood that her child was actually not actually her husband's daughter. You're the one that did that. You're the one that betrayed the goddamn trust of the friendship, and then you're the one that talked the shit. And the only thing that Mariah needs to do is promise you she won't hit you upside your motherfucking head again. So you, that Toya. Oh, she's just too much. She's too much. And you're dealing with the right bitch anyway, because Mariah is fake and phony bitch, and she's gonna get you anyway. They went to lunch and everything. Mariah's still, side-eyeing her and reading her on the Slack, because she sure said in her confessionals, because she opened up to her and told her about the financial situation and everything. Hattie Mariah said just as nice, we used to go to lunch every day when our kids was in school and stuff and our husbands at work. And I guess we need to be doing that again. But I guess now I'll be having to pick up the checks. I said, oh. So yeah, keep hanging with Mariah. She'll get you. She'll get you. You deserve it. Go ahead on, ignorant ass. Then we had, there was a scene with Jackie and a lady named Amber who has stage 4 breast cancer, who's stopped taking chemo. Well, that just, that whole little segment broke me, so we're not going to go real deep into that. But that was, again, it's always nice to see Jackie be Jackie, because she made the thing. The only reason why I'm bringing it up is because she was saying, I don't know when I'm doing clients like that, am I to be Jackie the breast cancer survivor or Jackie the doctor? Girl, you're being both. It just kind of is what it is, but I don't want to really talk about that too much. But yeah, that was a rough scene for me personally too. Anyway, moving on. Darren and Lisa. Darren is a liar and he's not to be trusted. He's a shapeshifter. Okay? He's not to be trusted. He said just as nice, he's straddling the fence because she questioned him and asked him, why would is there something you said that would make the men think that you didn't want to have the baby? Oh no, I didn't say anything like that. And they play it right back. And the motherfucker said it. I'm happy with the 2 kids we got. I ain't trying to be putting nobody through college when I'm 60 years old. He's a liar. He's a liar. And he's just telling her whatever she want to hear so she can keep on paying them bills and going on and all that. And the 2 of them both just get on my fucking nerves. They really do. Then she's like, okay, well, we're on the same page. She got what she wants. He's saying what she wants him to say. And then they end up he had to go to the clinic so they could check his sperm to make sure his sperm count is up and all that. And they literally had a whole conversation in the car because she wants to jack him off. And he's telling her, you can't go in with me. Everything has to be sterile. You can't go in with me. I said, all right, for everything got to be sterile, honey. She want to go in there and add some spit to the Julia Johnny. I said, get on out of here. She's ridiculous. And I just see him forcing himself to even have sex with her. He's just so ingenuine to me, and he's a liar. Fuck him. Anyway, moving on. Toya, Quad, and Heavenly met up, and Toya still was going in on Lisa, totally going in. Called her old, talking about she's stupid, talking about her husband being gay, and all of that shit. Heavenly was co-signing. Quad was kind of just like, okay, she snicker a little bit whenever she says something about her age or whatever. But more or less playing the back like, honey, Quad ain't said, she's giving Miss Quad ain't said nothing, honey. Y'all see who's talking, honey. She played the back. Heavenly, she did. Quad told Heavenly, you got two things that you do a lot that you need to stop doing. You are quick to call somebody a bitch and quick to tell them their mother. You know what I mean? You need to stop doing that. Well, that old ignorant hoe just basically said, that's what I like to do, and I ain't gonna stop doing it. I said, okay, somebody gonna kick her ass too. Then she ended up talking with her daughter, Laura, later on. I said, you still talking to that little girl like she's your best friend, and she's still acting like it, and she's still too motherfucking grown, and it's just getting worse as she moves on. And little girl told her, yeah, you are too mean, and you are too abrasive, and you need to learn how to talk to people. I was like, girl, okay. Then she imitated her. I was like, oh, girl, had her down. Had her down, Annie. But I said, keep on, Annie. She's still running around like she's that little girl's best friend. You're going to be sorry. You're going to be sorry in the long run, honey. And that's about it. Let's see. Oh, one last thing. Quad did go over to Toya's house on a serious tip to try to give her some pointers on how to cut back. And she kept trying to make a joke. It's like, it's not a joke, bitch. I'm trying to really help you. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm really trying to give you some tools to help yourself here with, you dig instead of continuing to dig this hole. Child, and I said, damn you, Quad. Quad bust out saying, honey, you better call Teresa Judice or Judice, honey, whichever she's being, honey, and let her and ask her which jail you want to go to, honey, which is the best jail to go to. That's the road you're going down. Oh, damn. Child, but she telling the truth. And on that, I'll see y'all next week with this shit. All right. Bye.